Yeah, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to DXB Today. It's an absolute pleasure and privilege to have your company this evening. Hope you're enjoying the show as we try and put a bit of focus on the luxury real estate market. Yeah, real estate in general, the property and real estate markets, but a big focus on luxury. And why? Why is it driving so much interest, not just here in the region, but around the world at the moment? Well, next guest says now is the time to get on the property ladder. But ain't that what most real estate agents are supposed to be telling us at present? Let's find out the reasons why. Kameron Hutchinson is joining us now, Recruitment Director from Allsopp and Allsopp. Listen, great to have you with us here on the show. And I will get onto that sort of the demand for property in a minute and why it's a good idea to get onto the ladder. But from a recruitment point of view as well, I mean, just how much interest are you at Allsopp and Allsopp? How much interest is the market generating at the moment? People wanting to come in for a piece of the pie at present?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Second of all, I'm probably, with my team, responsible for why the roads are so much busier in Dubai. I'm sure we've all seen that, right? Because it's me, and I wholeheartedly say it is. But listen, why wouldn't somebody want a piece of the action? You know, the real estate industry here is being talked about. I think you said earlier on, it's been talked about the world over. The luxury end of the market, yes, but the whole real estate market. There's some fantastic developments. There are things which are not being done in other parts of the world that are being done here in Dubai, which I think is fascinating.
Just to add to that, and just to add to what Ben was saying a little earlier on, you know, the sort of education process, when you get a potential broker coming to work with you guys or coming to town, you see all those CVs that arrive in left, right and centre. What is the selection process at the moment? Because you must be able to sort of select the creme de la creme, surely.
Listen, we're receiving, if I use the last 2 months average, we're receiving 3,500-ish CVs a month. That's a lot of CVs for people wanting to move to Dubai, and that's just from a broker perspective. So we encourage people to record a video, we encourage people to let their personality shine through, because ultimately in a market of 20,000 real estate brokers, you've got to have the personality before anything else. You know, first impression, you go and view a property, you go and view a car, whatever it is that you're doing, you want that initial connection with the individual. So we have to get that through the camera.
Makes sense.
So Kameron, I want to know about pricing trends. How's it going? How's it like because obviously people can enter at a certain price point, but it seems like it's getting a bit cheaper now.
Really?
Yeah, to
Where
actually
are you
buy.
looking,
No, to actually get involved.
Yeah.
That's what I realised, because I remember back in the day, it's always been like, oh, I can never get involved. Oh, it's too much. But now, like, it's open.
Listen, I think this episode is about luxury real estate, right? But actually, the real estate market in general, you're probably entering at 3 million dirhams as an entry level, which, what is that, $500,000-$600,000? That's a lot of money, but in comparison to Dubai, that's considered entry level. So if you've got 20-ish% as a deposit for you to be able to get onto the ladder, fantastic. But there's lots of fractional ownership schemes as well entering Dubai now. I won't name them, but there's certainly some companies out there that allow you to own a portion of real estate if you can't quite get on the ladder with your own full property.
Yeah. So we know each other. First time we met, but we know of each other.
New friends.
Yes, Lewis is a good friend, and you guys have done a great job. Just wondering, how many people do you hire per month or per year? Because you guys are one of the largest real estate companies in Dubai.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, a lot, hence why the roads are busier. But I would say this, we try to make a selection process to get the best. Do we get it right every single time? No, and I think anybody that comes on this couch that says they do is probably lying. But we do try wherever possible to hire good quality, but we have to hire at volume because the real estate market demands it, right? I think every 18 hours or so far this year, there's been a new real estate launch, and that's just new launches. We're not talking about secondary market yet. So we're hiring a lot.
And what's the retention rate? Like out of 100, like just for my own knowledge.
Just asking for a friend. I like it. Listen, the retention rate for real estate the world over is not a pretty figure, but we do quite well. We retain on average 60% of the people that join us, which is more than half. But when you consider your show is probably one of the culprits, people have this impression that real estate is something different to what it is. And ultimately, it's just having a great personality, and it's matching client to client and making sure that that process is seamless. After that, everything else is kind of an add-on.
Sorry, one quick one. Like when it comes to selling a property, what sort of person, do you have to have a certain specific type of uniform? Like, do you have to wear a suit? Can you
We're
be
not
more
Emirates,
relaxed
like.
and chill? You know what I mean? Like, what's the sort of thing that
I would
really
say
guides?
it comes right back down to first impression, okay? If you can look professional, but you've got a bit of personality about you, people are going to remember you, right? And you know, whether or not that's a funky sock or a nice tie or whatever it is. But I think it's also area specific, and also the area of the market that you operate in specific. You know, if you're dealing with an ultra high net worth individual, they're probably going to turn up to the viewing in sweatpants, a t-shirt, their iPhone, like that's their business. An entry level individual or a first time buyer into the market might be wearing something a bit trendy. You just don't know. So you've got to cater to the market that you operate in. But with Allsopp and Allsopp, we're looking for smart individuals for sure.
Kameron, I've got to ask, we might have heard our discussion earlier about how we're not on the property ladder just yet.
Yeah,
so I'm interested to know, why should we get on the property ladder right now?
Because it's only going up.
Yep.
For a start. I think the market is in a good place now. It's still considered relatively affordable considering other parts of the world. But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want a piece of Dubai real estate? And maybe it's not the palace in the Burj Khalifa, but when we see that prices are starting at 3.5 million dirhams.
What are you
it's
getting
fine.
for that 3 million, just out of interest?
Depending on the area that you're operating in, you might have an apartment or a villa in some communities. And depending on how long you stay in the real estate market, your asset's going to be worth more money. Imagine if you bought 10 years ago. Your asset would be worth more money, right?
I kick myself every single day.
No, shoulda, coulda, woulda. We said it earlier, but it's one of those ones. But Kameron, we'll stay in touch because, yeah, this is something I've been really considering for a long time, and your advice is needed.
We'll talk off camera.
Definitely. Thank you very
Thank you.
much, man.
He's
Appreciate
just
it,
put a
brother.
bid on the 50 million one a minute ago. So
It's a bargain though. It's an absolute
It
bargain.
is,
What are we
right?
talking? $8 to $10 million dollars if we do on the exchange rate right now. It's incredible to get 2 floors in the Burj
It
Khalifa.
was 50
50
million
million
US
US.
dollars.
It's 50 million. Oh,
Yeah,
US
yeah.
dollars.
No,
it's
but
not
if you
quite
get
a
a few
bargain
grand-
actually.
Forget
it.
that.
Forget it. We'll sort you out with something a bit more
Nice, man.
affordable. No
Cheers,
problem.
Kameron. Thank you so much for being here, man. So, Amy, I think it's about that time. DXB in 60 to our guest co-host. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ben, we're putting you in the in the hot seat, okay? Are you ready?
Ready.
This is DXB in 60. We're going to have 60 seconds in the clock. Quick fire questions. Let's go. Your first job.
Working for my parents in a restaurant, Arby's fast food in Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, fantastic. If you could have an AI assistant, what tasks would you ask it to handle?
To handle my sellers.
If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Elon Musk.
Fantastic. The hardest part about working in real estate?
Dealing with other agents.
Sounds like it could be a headache. Your favorite actor of all time?
Tom Cruise.
A favorite book, movie, or podcast?
$1 Million Listing. It's not a movie, but it's a real estate
TV
show.
series, there we go, it's right there. A superpower that you wish you had?
Reading minds.
We all wish we could do that. And my last question for you, why Dubai?
Dubai has it all. I mean, I moved here 22 years ago, and it completely changed my life. University dropout with no education and no future. I came here. It gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. Jumped into the real estate. My children are born here. My entire life is here. I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world but Dubai.
Definitely, I think we can all agree with that.
boy, done good. Rest is history, as they say.
Thank you.
And now you can add to the CV, guest co-host on DXB today as well, eh? Right at the top.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I really
It's my
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks
for your time. I know you're a busy man, so thank you, Ben, for being with us. And Kameron, bless you. Same to you as well. Really appreciate your time. I know time is busy at the moment, so we'll let you get back to it. But thank you so much for everything. Right, these guys are going to go off and sell, because that's what it's all about. But we are going to stay. Why? Because we've got music coming your way in a few minutes' time from Rohan.
Hi everyone, my name is Rohan Verghese. I'm gonna perform my original song. It's called Planes. Please stick around to the end of the show so you can hear it.